Hey friends, I am at the Hepzibah House. We're here in New York City, so if you can see behind me here is the Hepzibah House, which is this beautiful old brownstone on the Upper West Side. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, so it's like way up behind me here. It's a 5-story old brownstone. It's a really historic ministry here on the Upper West Side. It started back in the late 19th century to train missionaries and house young women, and continues to this day as a guest house for those in vocational ministry, missionaries, pastors. It gives us an affordable place to stay when we go to visit New York City. So that's how Amanda and I were able to make this trip happen, which is great. It's extremely accommodating, particularly for those with families. So we had a huge room with multiple beds and a crib in it for Hannah, and it's just extremely good hospitality for people with families, which is hard to come by, and especially in a place like New York City. So it's been a good stay. We're packing up now, and we've got the stroller, and we're heading back to Fillmore today, and it's got me thinking about what we're going to be talking about this coming Sunday as we continue walking through our study of Colossians. We are talking all about Christian households. That's why I'm thinking about that. It's in his letter to the Colossians, Paul, we're about halfway through the 3rd chapter of the letter. And Paul says that basically outlines this framework for what a Christian household should look like. And it's got, a framework for wives and husbands and parents of children. And it even includes instructions for slaves in that household, which we'll talk about some more on Sunday. But in these instructions for Christian households, Paul, in verse 24, says that we are to remember that it's the Lord Christ that we're serving in all of these relationships, whether it's relationships between spouses, relationships between parents and their children, and these more complex socioeconomic relationships that we have. So in the first century, in a place like Colossae, there was the dynamic between slaves and their masters. Some of these complex societal type of relationships. And we'll talk more about that this Sunday, but in all things, we're to remember that it's the Lord Christ that we're serving. If we are devoted followers of Jesus, in all of our relationships, we need to treat them as if it's Christ himself that we're serving. So that's my encouragement for you this week as you just get ready for as you work your way through a regular week, to whether it's in your relationships with your spouses, with your kids, with your employers, with your neighbors. Will you remember that it's Christ that you're serving, and that will take us pretty far. So I look forward to exploring more of that with you this coming Sunday, and I really look forward to being back in Fillmore. So we're going to hit the road now. I love you, praying for you. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.